Hello, my loves. Good afternoon. Welcome back to my channel. It's been a while since I wasn't able to continue the testable topic of Australian citizenship booklet because I was very sick. How are you doing, and how are you with your Australian citizenship testable topic part 1? I hope that you have started already because Australian citizenship testable topic part 2 is now ready. So please watch this. Part 2 of Australian Citizenship Testable Booklet is all about Australia's democratic beliefs, rights, and liberties. In this section, you should memorize Australian Citizenship Pledge by heart. From this time forward, under God, I pledge my loyalty to Australia and its people, whose democratic beliefs I share, whose rights and liberties I respect, and whose laws I will uphold and obey. Let's discuss Australia's democratic beliefs. Parliamentary democracy is Australia's system of government. That means the power of the government comes from Australian people through their votes in the election. Australian citizens vote for people to represent them in Parliament, and they must answer to the people. The rule of law means all Australians are equal under the law. It means that no person, group, or religious rule is above the law. Everyone, including people who hold position of power in the Australian community, must obey the laws. Australians are living peacefully here in Australia. That means Australians believe that change should occur through discussion, peaceful persuasion, and a democratic process. Every individual has rights and equality under Australian law. This is Australia's democratic system that we should respect all individuals regardless of their background. Let's discuss Australia's freedoms. Number 1, freedom of speech and freedom of expression. Freedom of speech means that people can say and write what they think and discuss their ideas with others as long as they are still obeying Australian laws. Freedom of expression means that people can express their views, including through art, film, music, and literature. People are free to meet in public or private places for social or political discussion, and at all times the laws of Australia must be obeyed. Number 2, freedom of association. Freedom of association means that Australia people has right to form associations or free to join any legal organization such as a political party, trade union, religious, cultural, or social group. Freedom of association means that Australians can gather with others to protest peacefully against a government action or organization as long as Australian laws must be obeyed at all times. Freedom of association means that people can also decide not to join an association and cannot be forced by anyone into doing so. Number 3, freedom of religion. Australia has no official religion. The government in Australia is secular, which means it operates separately from churches or other religious entities. People are free to follow any religion they choose, or they may also not choose to follow a religion. Judeo-Christian heritage. This is Australia's heritage, and many Australians describe themselves as Christians. Australia has public holidays on Christian days such as Good Friday, Easter Sunday, and Christmas Day. Remember, the Australian government and the law treat all citizens equally regardless of their religion or beliefs. While engaging in religious acts, the laws of Australia must be obeyed at all times. Where there is conflict between Australian law and a religious practice, Australian law prevails. Now let's discuss Australia's equalities. First is gender equality. That means men and women have equal rights in Australia. It is against the law to discriminate against a person because of their gender. Fair go or equality of opportunity. This means that what someone achieves in life should be as a result of their talents, work, and effort rather than their wealth or background. Our responsibilities as Australian citizens. Number 1, obey the laws of Australia. All Australian citizens and other people in Australia must obey the laws of Australia. Number 2, vote in elections and referendum. This is an important responsibility, right, and privilege of all Australian citizens aged 18 years or over to vote in federal and state or territory elections and in referendum, which is to vote to change Australian constitution. Some important terms to remember. Referendum is a vote to change Australian constitution. Voting is compulsory in federal and state or territory elections, and voting may not be compulsory in local government elections in some states. Number 3, defend Australia should the need arise. It is a responsibility for Australian citizens to defend Australia should the need arise. The service in Australia Defence Force is voluntary. Number 4, serve on a jury if called to do so. Australian citizens who are on the electoral roll can be called to serve on a jury. Jury service, if requested, is a responsibility for Australian citizens aged 18 years or over. Important term to remember. Jury is a group of ordinary Australian men and women who listen to the evidence in a court case and decide if a person is guilty or not. Now let's discuss our privileges as Australian citizens. Our privileges as Australian citizens are: number 1, apply for work in the Australian Public Service and the Australian Defence Force. Number 2, seek election to Parliament if you are not a dual citizen. Number 3, apply for an Australian passport and re-enter Australia freely. Number 4, ask for consular assistance from an Australian official while overseas. That means we can ask for help from Australian government in case of emergencies such as accidents, serious illness or death, civil unrest, natural disasters, and can issue emergency passports. Number 5, apply for children born overseas to become Australian citizens by descent. How to participate in Australian society. We should participate in shaping Australia's future by: number 1, join neighborhood and local community organizations, volunteer to do social and community work, and actively participate in political life. Number 2, pay taxes. Tax is paid out of the money you earn, whether it is from a job, business, or investments, and is collected by Australian Taxation Office or ATO. It is required by law to pay taxes. Taxes are spent on services including government-funded health care and education, roads and railways, and social security. So that's it for the Australian Citizenship Testable Booklet Part 2, everyone. I hope that you find it easier to study here on my channel because I've been summarizing the important points of the Australian Citizenship Testable Booklet. Later on, I will be uploading the part 3 and part 4. Please bear with me because I am sick. I want to apologize to you because I am speaking to you while I am lying here on my bed because I can't really move. It's hard to stand. It's hard to move. All I'm doing here is just lying down. I don't know what really happened to me, but all of the hospital tests were fine. I don't have any infections at all in my body. Then my physiotherapist asked me what did I do before I got this back pain, but I didn't do anything. I was just in the grocery store walking without carrying heavy or something. It's just that I felt pain on my back, on my right side shoulder, going to my back. And after grocery, when I sit on the car, I screamed because it's really painful to sit and I can't stand, I can't move my body because the pain in my lower back is really so much. But don't you worry on me because God is there. I know that He will heal me, and please pray for my recovery too. And thank you so much for watching on my channel. And please wait on the part 3 and part 4 and the Australian citizenship exam or test that I will be doing later on. So thank you so much for watching. See you when I see you. Bye. I love you.